Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from the seventh group, and in this good occasion, we would like to present to you about our materials with the title Course Planning and Syllabus Design. By the way, this group consists of 5 members. They are Maulana Akbar, Muhammad Farid Zaki, Muhammad Raif Zakir, myself, Muhammad Surya Sodikin, and M. Wahyu Riro Agil Saputra. We are going to explain to you everything about course planning and syllabus design. And these are the topics that we are going to explain to you. The first topic, developing a course rationale and describing entry and exit levels, will be explained by me and my friend M. Wahyu Riro Agil Saputra. The second topic will be explained by Muhammad Surya Sodikin. The third topic will be explained by Muhammad Farid Zaki. The fourth and the fifth topic will be explained by Maulana Akbar. Okay, let's move on to the materials. Okay, now I will explain to you the first topic, developing a course rationale. So, a course rationale concisely explains why a course exists and what it aims to achieve. It answers questions like who is the course intended for? What is the subject matter of the course? How will teaching and learning occur within the course? This rationale is typically a short statement, usually 2 or 3 paragraphs long, created by those designing and teaching the course. And also, it serves as a justification for the way the course will be taught and learned. The rationale also serves several purposes. The first one is guiding the planning of the various components of the course. Second, emphasizing the kinds of teaching and learning the course should exemplify. Third, provide a check on the consistency of the various course components in terms of the course goals and values. Let's take example. A course rationale might look like this. This course is intended for working adults who want to enhance their English communication skills to improve their job prospects. It covers basic communication skills needed in various work environments. The course aims to help participants identify their language learning strengths and weaknesses, boosting their confidence to use English effectively for their goals. It also encourages independent learning outside the classroom. That is the example of a course rationale. So, to create a course rationale, course planners must carefully consider the course's goals, desired teaching and learning approaches, the role of teachers and learners, and the principles guiding the course.
Alright, next is describing the entry and exit level. To plan a language course effectively, it's important to determine the starting level of the student and the level they should reach by the end of the course. While many language programs use broad categories like elementary, intermediate, and advanced, these aren't detailed enough for precise planning. Instead, more specific description of students' proficiency levels before they begin the program and their desired proficiency at the end are needed. You can gather information about student entry levels from international proficiency tests like TOEFL or IELTS. These tests can help assess the target level of the program and may require adjustment if the objective seems too high or too low. One widely used approach is to define different performance level or proficiency level on a scale. For instance, the Australian Migrant Education on Arrival program use proficiency description to plan their courses. They develop the Australian Second Language Proficiency Rating, or ASLPR, which defines 9 or potentially 12 points of proficiency from beginner to native-like proficiency. These definitions provide detailed description of language skills in listening, speaking, reading, and writing. They help course developers see how each course level fits into the overall proficiency development path. Alright, so that's all from me. For the next material will delivered by my friends Muhammad Surya Sodikin.
Okay, the number two is choosing course content. The most fundamental aspect of designing a course is deciding what the course will actually teach. This decision reflects the parent's belief about language, how it's used, and how it's learned. For instance, if we are creating a writing course, we need to choose what the course will focus on. For the first, student will learn grammar, like using the present tense, and next, student will learn function, such as expressing like and dislike, and next, topics like writing about global issues, and skills to develop topic sentences, and fifth is processes, such as using pre-writing strategies, and the last is text, like writing a business letter. Similarly, if it is speaking course, we can organize it around for the first student will learn function, like expressing opinions, and next student will learn interaction skill to open and close the conversation. And the last is topics to the current affairs or business conversation. Okay, the choice depends on perspectives, including subject students' proficiency levels, teaching philosophies, and convenience. To decide the course, to decide the course content, we gather information from sources like research, existing material, similar courses elsewhere, tests, student challenges, and consultation with experts. And this matter, learners start with rough ideas, refine them through brainstorming, and create a list of potential topic, units, and skills to teach. During this process, we keep referring to the course goal and objectives. For example, teachers planning a listening and speaking course for intermediate learners might list topics like asking questions, expressing opinions, and dealing with misunderstanding. Then, they carefully review these ideas and ask several questions to evaluate themselves. Like, are all these topics necessary? Did we miss anything important? Do we have enough time to cover everything? Did we prioritize the most critical areas? Will teaching these areas help students achieve their learning goal? The teacher think about that. And this process of deciding course content often happens alongside syllabus planning because the content depends on the type of syllabus we choose to use as the course prediction. Okay, maybe that's all what the choosing course content. The next will be delivered by my friend. Thank you.
Next step is determine the scope and sequence. When planning what to teach in a course, we also need to decide how to organize and present the content. This is called planning the scope and sequence of the course, and it involves two main aspects. The first scope is about how wide and how deep the content will be covered in the course. It answers questions like what topic will be taught, how much detail will be given to each topic. For example, if the course is about listening and speaking skills, one topic might be describing experience, but how much will we cover about this topic? We will spend 4 or 6 class periods on it. Second is sequence, which involves deciding the orders in which content will be presented. There are different ways to sequence content. The first is simple to complex. This is the most common way of sequencing materials. The learners will start with easier materials and gradually move to more challenging topic. This is common subject like grammar or reading, where we introduce simpler concepts before tackling complex ones. The next is chronological. In this sequence, content may be sequenced according to the order in which event occurs in the real world. For instance, in our writing course, we might for the sequence of brainstorming, drafting, revising, and editing. The next is need. Content can be organized based on when learners are most likely to need it outside of classroom. For example, a course might prioritize teaching skills that are immediately useful in daily life. Next is prerequisite learning. In this sequencing, certain topics or skills are taught first because they are essential for understanding or mastering later material. For instance, specific grammar rules might be taught before students can write paragraph. Next is word to word or word to word. In some cases, we might start by looking at the big picture before delving into the details, or vice versa. For instance, students might read complete stories before analyzing their individual elements. The last is spiral sequencing. This approach involves revisiting and reinforcing previously taught materials at various points in the course to ensure learners grasp and retain it. In essence, deciding on the scope and sequence means figuring out what to teach, how to deeply to cover it, and in what order to present it in the course.
Okay, the next step is planning the course structure. The next step in course development is organizing the course in a way that's suitable for teaching. This involves two main things: selecting a syllabus framework and developing instructional blocks. These are closely linked but involve different decisions. Syllabus framework. A syllabus is like a blueprint for planning a language course. It outlines the key elements that will shape the course, including that will be taught and how it will be taught. For instance, if we are designing a course to improve speaking skills, we have different options for how to instruct it. Uh, like situational. Number one, we can organize the course and we can organize the course around different real life situations and teach the speaking skills needed in those situations. Number two, topical. The course can revolve around various topics, teaching how to discuss them in English. Number three, functional. It can focus on essential function or purpose of speaking, like making requests or giving directions. Number four, taking based. Task based. The course can be built around practical tasks and actives activities that learn would perform in English. The choice of which framework to use depend on several factors. Subject knowledge, what the course design, know, and belief about speaking, reading, writing, or listening influence the choice of syllabus. Research and theory, insight from research on language use and learning, as well as linguistic theories, may suggest certain syllabus types. Common practice, the teaching communities accumulate experience in developing language program, often guides the choice of syllabus. threats. Trends. Syllabus design can be influenced by current educational trends, whether at a national or international level. In simple terms, a syllabus is like a roadmap that helps decide what to teach and how to teach in a language course. The specific roadmap chosen depend on what worked best for the learners and what expert in the field recommended. And the last step is preparing the scope and sequence plan. Preparing the scope and sequence plan involves organizing a course and describing it in a structured way. It typically includes listening the course modules or units, explaining what each one covers, and estimating how much time will be spent on each part. For textbooks, it often provides a detailed breakdown of what's covered in each unit, matching it to the syllabus. This helps teachers and educators plan and deliver the course effectively. Okay, I think that's all that we can deliver. Thank you for the nice attention. And the last word is wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.